Look at those bars. Look at the bars. Holy crap, man. I can actually see the brand now. They're TD1 shifters and brakes. Now, I'm not going to have any brakes going down this, so I'm a little sketched out on that because I'm not going to stop and try to tighten everything. We're getting it, and this is what you would expect if you were to buy this bike, right? We're the guinea pigs. Again, hit that like button. Let's guinea it up, baby.
Get off my hand!
My loves. Wolf Tick Nation, thank you guys for tuning into once again another Wolf Tick Videos episode. Guys, on today's episode, I am taking out from inside the truck bed the 26-inch, our new 26-inch build, the Mongoose Durham.
Well, it's not a build yet.
No, it's not a build yet. We got to do
the Mongoose Durham.
Yeah, just a Mongoose Durham right now. It has
26-inch.
Has not been wolf ticked. We're fixing to do the real-time review, and we're going to be taking it on the cat's meow. We're going to do some uphill. We're going to do some downhill. We're going to see if this bike survives today. Okay. Now, I will forewarn you. You guys remember when we picked this bike up from Jackson, Mississippi, on our road trip across the nation to find a 26er, to find a bike. The front end was all tweaked, everything was routed wrong. We have tightened everything up since, and I've even tightened the wheel set on, okay?
Which we don't normally do.
Don't normally do
anything.
We're going to see how this thing handles the trails today. Will it do good in the tire test area? Will it do good in the tabletop section? I don't know. Is it going to make it? And I'll be honest with you, I don't even think I brought a 15mm wrench, so if I get a flat, I'm walking it back.
You're walking.
Damn.
And you're gimpy.
I'm gimpy, yeah. On tire test area, rear stuck okay? All right, guys, so without further ado, let's get suited up. Let's get the Durham on these trails. Cat's meow, baby. Real-time review, Durham 26-inch mountain bike. All right, here we go, guys. We're gonna try this 26er out, but let me tell you something. I can't tighten the seat post enough for it to stay up. It just slammed down on me. Okay, now that seat is a little far forward. I will say that. That's okay. I'd rather be up than anything else. Oh, we're gonna take a little lap around here. We're gonna bomb these forks out. That's why I have a camera on there, but I want to show you guys and see how much suspension travel we're actually getting when we're doing the climbing, because there's gonna be a lot of movement, I feel. But right now, there's a lot of stiction. Check this out. Oh yeah, we're gonna bomb the sucker out big time. I think it's gonna be our dirt jumper. Yeah, people were talking about oversized BMX, but Berserker Nick brought up a good point talking about drop the BB too much if we're to do a dirt jumper, or do a oversized BMX. He says this, the geometry wouldn't work out. And if there's one person I'm going to listen to when it comes to talking about BMX bikes and dirt jumpers, it's going to be Berserker Nick. So looks like we're going to be doing a dirt jumper on this thing. But first, we're going to do the run on the cat's meow, and we're going to see what this 26er is all about. We're going to talk all about it. We're going to get some air down here, I'm sure, with these oversized handlebars. Oh, the shifting suspect. The shifting is suspect already. Now, what's the movement looking like? Oh, that sounds like it hurts when I shift. What's the movement looking like on the fork?
I'm not pushing super hard. Oh.
Up front with them big old beefy 25mm stanchions. Actually, the front end doesn't feel too bad right now. It's that rear that does. Oh, wow. This is going to be something. But we got this bike for about $223 on sale. Well, I talked the guy down. But we've seen it listed for $248, and we've seen it listed for $298. But this might be the next best thing when it comes to 26-inch mountain bikes. We're going to put it through its test today. All right, so let's go and talk about the seating position. We'll talk about a little bit of the tires right now while we're climbing. Now, the seating position is decently comfortable. The problem is the seat is down all the way. The nose is down all the way, so it's like I'm kind of struggling to stay on the seat. We're going to shift it here with the front derailleur, which is a lot. I mean, there's just a lot of moving parts. And I think I'm in first gear. Holy crap, let's go to the first chainring. Okay, now we're climbing a little easier. Still not the greatest in the world for a 21 speed. That front, the whole front derailleur, 3 chain rings, adds a lot of weight, adds a lot of options for gearing, but not a good climbing one, that's for damn sure. And the pedals are suspect, very sus. They're plastic. My feet are already slipping on them. They do have a good width to them, I will say. My shoes don't feel like they're completely covering them up, but there's just no grip on them. My feet are kind of struggling to stay in one spot, but you're going to get that on most budget bikes. But it's something that's an easy change. Okay, we're going to shift here. Rear derailleur is working fine. The Shimano. Now the tires aren't feeling too bad, and this bike being a 26er, it's kind of nice because it's very nimble and you can just move that front end around with little movement. So picking a line should be pretty easy with this bike. The grips do feel good on the hand, and so far it is a little muggy today, but so far we're not getting any kind of whiskey throttle. The grips aren't moving any, so that's good because they are not lock-on grips. So the oversized handlebars, I think they're somewhere around 690 millimeters. They're not terrible. It does feel like a pretty good width. Same bars that come on the Ledge X1 and the Mongoose Ardor. Big fans of those bikes, but those are 27.5s. Now the shifter, the 7-speed, although it is a quick shifter, is quite uncomfortable. And one of the big reasons why is because when you go to shift, the throw is so long. So for instance, here's the trigger, right? I go to put the finger on there. It's not shifting until right there. Then you have to let go for it to completely shift. And the thumb is even more so. Look at the thumb, ready? I mean, that's a long throw. Then you have to go way past it to finish the shift out. So very long throws on the shifter, pretty uncomfortable up here. And again, it's kind of a downfall. All the upgrade guys out there that want to get these bikes and upgrade them right away, a little difficult because the shifters and the brakes are integrated all into itself. You'd have to buy them both at the same time separate. So that's kind of a bummer. I think trails like, you know, just like what we just rode up right now, I think that would be fine. Little green stuff, light trail stuff. I don't think it's a bad bike. Take this thing to your local bike shop, have them tune it up for you, work on the brakes a little bit. I think it might be an okay bike to get you by a season or two. Now, if you're looking at taking this thing down to Cat's Meow, I don't know. You might want to do some upgrades first, but that's what we're here for. We are your guinea pigs. And if you guys like guinea pigs, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Now, Wolfman kept saying, son, 26ers, the Wright's 26er, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. You're going to be able to throw it around. You're more of a small bike guy. You just don't know it. Well, Wolfman, we're fixing to find out. We're almost to the Cat's Meow. We'll see if we can throw this thing around a little bit for you guys. See how it does in the tire test area. These are the WD 26 by 2.3s. And right now they're not bad. You know, this is like packed clay. It's a little loose in some parts, but I do fear my tire test area on the Cat's Meow that can get washed out from time to time, especially right now with the lack of water Arkansas has been having. So we will see how the Durham does on the Cat's Meow, the tire test area. Man, let me know in the comments what do you guys think is all going to happen to me or to this bike. I think I'm going to be walking it out of here because these tires don't look very tough. I think we'll be walking it out of here, and I'm hoping nothing breaks. Here we go, guys. We are at the world famous Cat's Meow. Here we go. Mongoose Durham. Here she is. She rode up quite nice. Still in one piece. Everything's going to be pretty interesting. See if it holds up on this bike. Let's drop this seat down. Oh yeah, crotch cam is engaged. All right, guys, Wolftick Nation, are you ready for the Durham? Let's get after it. All right, here we go. Seats drop, standing room only. I'm trying to get some speed. I've got that fork cam, and hopefully the chest cam is good enough for you guys to see the entire trail. Okay, work a little pump action here. Okay. Okay, fork is already bottoming out. Oh yeah, she's bottoming, and we got a little chain slap. Now the rear of this bike is so heavy. Oh, the rear of the bike's so heavy, it wants to slam down, but it's actually pretty easy. Pedal strike, actually pretty easy to jump and maneuver. Oh, in the air. Damn. Fork cam is breaking on me. We're gonna have to do without the fork cam, guys. Sorry. All right, we got the trees. Oh. Oh. The bars spun. We have bar spinach. Hang on. The bars have spun back on me. The oversized bars, that is, they have spun back. But I think we're still tight enough. And we tightened and torqued those things, man. We had to. Holy crap. Let's keep on getting it. All right, down here we got the spot between the trees. It'll be a little harder to shift now. I'd like to go faster. Let me go to that third chain ring. This is as fast as we're gonna go on the 7-speed. Come on, baby. Come on, spot between the trees. Hopefully the good camera angle is good for you guys. Oh! Ah! Look at the bars! Oh my gosh! I just got pedal struck with the back of the pedal in the back of the cab. Oof! We're gonna come to the side of the trail. Low rider. Okay. All right, I'm screwed on the shifting for right now, I guess. Let me try to shift that down. Wow. Man, lowrider, we're not kidding here. They're still tight. I mean, if they were loose, I wouldn't, oh, pedal strike. I wouldn't be riding it like this if it was still loose. We're gonna get some air over here. Remember, we do not, rowing is excellent like this. We do not have any brakes. So here's my tire test area. Oh, I got flat. Oh! Oh my gosh. We got a flat. We're coming in too hot. Got some air. I couldn't slow down. I had to come over this ridge. Look what my pedal strike did to the mound. Sorry, T.A.C.O. Took out a little bit of moundage. Thought I was gonna end up in the grave that T.A.C.O built for me. Not yet, T.A.C.O, not yet. Oh man. Well, I'm thinking about doing, if it weren't for the frame, this bike would be in that grave right now. Yeah, be in that grave. Woo! Oh, that was fun. Oh, I knew I was gonna get a flat. I knew it. You know, I think I'm gonna try to ride this bike back. We're gonna do that. We're gonna ride this bike back. It's just a front flat, right? I mean, kind of need to ride it out of here. Spike strip. Oh. I wonder if they found my watch while they were out here. Brakes working now. Oh, big berm. Yes. She shifted. She shifted.
Coming in flat. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Man, that was a ride. That was probably one of the funnest rides I have ever ridden.
Yeah.
It was so just adrenaline filled, man. Well, let's talk about the bike first before we talk about what happened. The bike's not a bad bike. I think it's really good for probably green trails and some lighter stuff. Definitely not the cat's meow, but as I said on the trails, you know, we're basically the guinea pigs, you know, of the budget bike world. So we're doing this kind of stuff so you guys don't have to at home. But I think if somebody was looking to get in this bike just to cruise it on green trails, I think it would be okay. As soon as you start trying to get rough on this thing, it starts to kind of show you, hey, you know, I'm an under $300 bike. I'm a 2-bolt stem. You know, that's the first thing to go. The derailleur was terrible. The front derailleur was the best thing about this bike, probably.
Did you take Homeboy's advice, leave it in one gear in the back and just use your front derailleur for changing?
No, actually I did the opposite. I kept the second chain ring, and then on top of the cat's meow, I wasn't going fast enough. So I was like, you know what? Let's go fast. I hit my tire test. Oh, between the trees, I think. Maybe it was the third tabletop. These bars bent a total of 3 times. And then finally on my tire test area, these were faced a different way. They were both faced up, and I got scared and I said, well, guys, I don't have any brakes, and I freaking had to ditch the bike. It was pretty damn fun. I can't wait to watch the footage back. I come up over that, right before you hit that berm on the tire test area,
yeah.
Got some air. I couldn't slow down, so my eyes were going ahead on where I could go, and luckily I went over that berm, pedal strikes, the bike stabbed into the ground, I jumped off of it, so
well, before anything, you probably need to get some B-roll of this bike and just the carnage.
Yeah, it definitely carnage. I knew I was gonna get a flat on the front.
The fork held up though, huh?
The fork held up. I bombed out of that thing and it held up. The tube didn't. I knew I was gonna get a flat just because these tires. You know, I knew I was gonna get a flat. And see, guys, that's the reason why we always say, we probably don't have to tell most of you guys, but if you're looking to get in this bike, it sucks because the bike does not have a front or a rear quick release, you know, and that's a bummer for times like this, because who wants to carry who wants to carry a crescent wrench, a tube, a pump, all that stuff? Like, now, in order for me to change the flat out, I got to take all that off with some proper tools, and on multi-tools, you don't have that, you know. But there was the Mongoose Durham. I say tear it down.
26-inch Durham.
26-inch Durham. I say tear it down, start building her up. But guys, appreciate you watching Wolftick videos as always. That was a very fun real-time review. I had a blast. These things are tweaked. My wrist is done. I'm done riding for the day. But we will see you guys on the next one. If you guys want to help support the channel, you guys can always feel free to buy us a cup of coffee down in the description below. We would appreciate it. And there's also a PayPal link down there. And if you guys want a little bit more extra Wolfman and the T.A.C.O, you guys can feel more than free. Warning, there is explicit language, but if you guys want to help out in another way, you can always check out Patron, get yourself some extra content and different things like that. But alrighty, guys, I'm going home. I'm going to go rest up. Appreciate it. We will see you
on the next one.
On the next one.